I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't get the camera to work. Hopefully. I hope. Might be sorted now, although I do need to zoom out a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Have I got room for my butt? Can I have room for my butt? Oh, I'm not allowed room for my butt. Hello and welcome in to the Friday Live. How do you do? The Friday Live where this should be the last Friday that I am frogging my wickedly hooded pocket shawl. I mean, I've got to take it all down. I did originally think that I'd just take it down to the chain and then we'll be good, but no, I'm caking the whole lot up. I've got all the cakes up there, making a little wall. But this week will be the last week because there's only like maybe 2 cakes left. So I will get it done in this live. And it's Friday, which means it's also the end of the week for some people. It's the start of the weekend for some. It's the start of the week for some. The start of the weekend for some. Did that cover it? Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Anywho, I hope everybody is okay. They're in here. They're all good. A mysterious donor has put Riggles onto the spinny wheelie thingy, which we will be spinning at the end of next week's live, which will be the 31st. You've got a week left to get on the wheel yourself. You only need the 1 entry to be able to possibly win. I don't control the wheel. I just click when I see to click the thing, and whoever wins, wins. And whoever wins will win £25, whether that be in their PayPal or in an electronic gift card. That is completely down to them. Obviously, it'll be converted to their currency. I would love to be able to move back a little bit right now. But there's a very, very, very happy bean just spreading herself. So the moment I can sit back, I will. I promise. I don't want to be in your face completely. Welcome in. Howdy doody. We have a new question of the live. We have 1 week left of the Etsy Halloween sale in my personal shop. And we also have only a few days left of Woolly Wednesday, the giveaway of yarn. Again, have to be in it to win it. Okie dokie, I am going to show you the wheel because we also need stitches. And with those stitches, we need multiples of 1 or 3. But this is October's wheel. So far we have, in alphabetical order, Christine, Doris, Lucy, Perp, Riggles and Zara. And if I open the stitchy wheel, stitches we currently have. It doesn't mean that we're going to be doing all of them, but this is the selection that is up for grabs for the CAL, which starts in January. So we have all in a row stitch, alpine, back post, ball, bean, blanket, cobblestone, drop sedge, drunken granny, fillet, front cross, granny, grit, half double, double, treble, herringbone half, lemon peel, loopy, modified double, moss, Persian, Pico, Popcorn, Rice, Shell, Smock, Spike, Suzette, I hate saying S's, Tornado, Tunisian Full, Tunisian Simple, and V-Stitch. So if you have a suggestion for a stitch for the CAL for January, it needs to be a multiple of 1 or 3 so that we can use it. But if you have a suggestion, please bring it, because we're going. What the heck happens? Okay, there we go. Let's scroll up. We will start the chat. Let me just find my starting point on this, because eventually I've got to start actually frogging it. But I've got to find the frog point. There we go. Frog point? Is that the right term? Frog point? I don't know, but I found it. Welcome in, Miss Lucy. She is traveling today, so she'll watch the replay. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much, Miss Lucy. Safe travels. Miss Sarah, good evening to you. She says, hello, Khadija, and everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Riggles, that's Barb Wrigglebaker. Welcome in, Miss Riggles. She says, hi. Hi. Scrolling down. Miss Sarah has dropped the question of the live. Nightbot says, okay, Sarah, what is the most beautiful or amazing experience you have had with nature or a wild animal? And Zara, straight away, my answer, feeding giraffes in Kenya. Feeding the giraffes. You're lucky Perp wasn't around to hear that. Although she has fed a giraffe, but she'd still be very jealous. Riggles has sent pictures, so we have pictures to have a nosy at later. I bet you sent them on the old one, didn't you? You did. You keep sending on the old email. We got to get you on the new email, Riggles. Let me scroll over there. Okay. Got it. I'll bring it up a little bit later when I've caught up a bit. Zara says thank you to the anonymous donor, and so does Miss Riggles. Miss Demetra, aka the Naked Snail, aka Slug. Welcome in, Miss. She says hello, everyone, with hugs and a howdy, partner. As you do. We're scrolling down. Yes, Miss Slug, you need to say hello on the community post. Nightbot's letting you know you need to not just say hello here, but go onto the community post with your phone and say hello in a little introduction over there. It'd be really lovely, you know. Even Riggles finally got over there. Miss Riggles finally got on the community posts. Doris, welcome in. DorisArtman says good morning from the chilly, I don't know, the PNW, whatever that is. I have no idea. The periwinkle nuzzling winky? I don't know. I have no idea. Lori, welcome in, Lori. LoriStoriesAndCrochet. She says, I just saw your live. I haven't seen that I'm live yet. It hasn't come up yet. So you beat me to it. Welcome in, Lori. We're scrolling. Riggles says, her answer to the question of the live is, I would say babysitting the Cooper hawk that hit the living room window and knocked itself loopy. I feel so bad. But when you set it free, it's got to have a real good sense of achievement. Hello? Don't squidgle yourself even further back, you bugger. I love you, but I do want some butt room, you know? I've got a big butt. Whew. Quite sweet. Miss J Paradis. Oh, welcome in, Miss J. She says, hello, Ribbies. I'm working on a purple blanket if I don't type a lot. Careful with the typing. Get purpling. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Doris says, oh, I want to feed giraffe. Oh, she wants to feed giraffe too. PNW is the Pacific Northwest. I mean, to me, that still means nothing, but up there and over there a little bit. That's all it means to me. It doesn't actually mean anything. To be fair, it wouldn't mean a lot to a heck of a lot of Americans, apparently, either. But I'm not American. So I'm not the best at geography and stuff. We have stickers on our windows to warn the birdies. We have, we had on my grandmother's door, we had sunflowers, 2 fairly large sunflowers, to kind of warn the birds, because we would get so many pigeons just come and splat themselves in the door. And it wasn't like it was a sparkling, I mean, it wasn't filthy, but it wasn't like the sparkling clean door that, like, oh yeah, that no wonder, it's like they can just fly through. No. And she was in a masonette as well. So why they kept on splatting themselves on her door, I have no idea. But the sunflowers kind of worked for a little while. And it was only a little while. I don't know how little a while, but it didn't last very long. But yes, it's definitely a good thing to have something either hanging in front of the door or something that is to show that it's not passable. Passable? Miss Riggles says, I had a live bird inside that caused the hawk to hit the bird. Oh, are we blaming Megan? Is that who we're blaming? Are we blaming Megan? I mean, my grandmother had birds, but nowhere that the pigeons would be able to see or hear them. Because my grandmother used to have 2 canaries, Basil and Sybil. Sybil and Basil, like from Fawlty Towers, which is a cult classic English comedy. But yeah, I'm trying to think what my nature thing would be, because I've had so many over the years, and to have one trump the other one, I don't know. Going lambing was amazing. Riding an elephant was amazing. Feeding kid goats was, oh, it was lovely. When I had the hoglets come in the house, apart from all the pooing, when I had the hoglets come in the house, oh my gosh, I felt so honoured. And there's umpteen with horses, of course, because horses. Megan was flying around right before it hit. Lois says, I love Fawlty Towers. Hubby introduced me to it. I'm amazed Fawlty Towers only had as many or as few episodes as it did, because every time a lot of us, I'm not the only one, I know I'm not, for once, when we think of it, we think it went for ages and ages. There weren't many episodes at all. Oh, are we moving? I can sit back. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know, I'm sorry. I know, but if you kind of huggle up, you and I can keep each other warm. No? I don't think she's overly interested. Fawlty Towers is basically a hotel in the 70s. And it's run by a couple where Sybil, the wife, most definitely wears the trousers. And Basil is played by an actor that everybody knows, or at least you might not know the name, but you'd know if you saw him. It's John Cleese. a lot of slapstick, like proper slapstick humour, but very much cult classic over here, which I'm sure... Oh, there's a big cake right there. Oh my gosh. I'm sure Perp would fill us in with if she were here. But yes, so many. We're going back to that. That was last week's, not last week's because I wasn't here last week. Week before, we were talking about the TV comfort in the last question of the live. And I think that was one that came up. Are you disappearing? Are you done with me? Really? All I did was sit down. Oh, I am in the bad books. Is it that bad? Oh my gosh. I've really messed up Beany's evening now. Is that better? If I straighten that out? Is that better? Yeah? I know. Bear with me. Yes? Ew, you're soggy. Have you just had a wash? You're soggy. Ew. Ew. Right, let me get rid of this cake because then I can show Miss Riggles' work. And if you guys have got whips, please send them in because we've got Cracking the Whips next week and we've only got 2 people showing their whip-to-do-dahs. So it'd be nice to see them. If you can send them through email. Talking of email, Laurie, I emailed you because I got very, very confused. Yes? Got a knot again. How is there a knot? I didn't make knots. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anywho, this week I haven't done that much crochet, but I did start to make a certain amigurumi on Wednesday, which if it hadn't have been for somebody in the chat, I would have never thought to do what I did by turning it upside down, because to me, turning it upside down was turning it upside down. But actually, turning it upside down was actually the right way up. And when I came out of the live, I was quite disappointed because what I thought was the hair actually turned out to be the bum, which sounds really weird. Saying that out loud, it just makes me sound even more simple than I really am. But I turned it upside down and lo and behold, there it was. But it wasn't the right colour that I wanted for that particular part of the body. So I've been a little bit naughty. Don't tell the people on Wednesdays because I might get told off. I've actually frogged the entire thing and restarted it. Now I know what that particular bit that I was doing is. I've done it in the colour that I actually wanted it. So that when it comes to this coming Wednesday, if I do the amigurumi on Wednesday, it will actually look how well, not necessarily how I'd hoped it'd look like, because me and amigurumi aren't that good. I'm learning. But it will be the right colours where I wanted the colours to be. So I'm hoping it will work. So the only crochet that I've done this week is the amigurumi that I made on Wednesday. Half making it again after that. And I did 2 rounds. 2 rounds? 2 rounds on my Sophie's Garden square. So it doesn't even look like it's actually changed to you guys, but it has. But It's coming together. I've got another 20 rounds to do. 20 rounds. But it's growing. It's growing gradually. I just haven't managed to do anything other than those two because it's been a very, very difficult week. I've had very, very, very little sleep. And my poor little eye pies are hurting so much. So much. I'm struggling. Oh, woe is me. Miss Riggles says, I've made and given away at least 50 pumpkins. 50 pumpkins so far. I still need to make more for the grands and some other special trick-or-treaters. Flipping heck. 50? You're so flaming fast. You really are. I don't know how you do it, Miss Riggles. I really don't. I admire you, girl. Cindy says, this is Cindy Lulu. She says, one moment. She didn't say that. Hang on. Excuse me. Sorry. Tickling the throat. She says, hi, Ladybird. Will be in the bushes, but wanted you to know I'm here. Oh, so she's like, I don't want you to know I'm here, but I'm here. I'm watching you, but I'm not watching you, but I'm watching you. She's one of those. Thank you, Miss Cindy. And she's also saying hello to everybody. So please say hello back, even though she's in the bushes. She says, sorry for missing chat. Not able to watch for now, but love you all bunches. Thank you, Miss Cindy. Doris says, yay, progress is progress. It is. It is. But I wish it had been a little bit more. You know, if I'd had a bit more sleep, maybe, then there's a possibility, slim possibility, that maybe I might be a little bit further on right now. But it is what it is. I mean, let's face it, with those squares, when did I start them? July? It's either July or August. I started them and I was thinking immediately, this is great. This is brilliant. I'm going to be able to do one of these a fortnight. And I've done 1.5. No, I haven't even done half yet. 1 1/3. 1 1/3. It's slow, I tell you. It's slow. I'm not as speedy as Riggles is. Riggles is a speedy hooker. I'm a very, 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 very slow one. But saying that, Miss Lori is here. She's a very, very, very speedy hooker too. But she's also like Doris, where she's got startitis. I can't stand loads of whips around. Whips! There's the other thing. The subscriber, there's so much fibre everywhere. The subscriber blanket will be finished on Thursday. I have literally got 1.5 meters of border left to do, and then it is done. It is finished. It can go in the wash. Finally. And it really, really needs it. But I have so loved doing that blanket. I wish I could have finished it sooner. But I have so loved doing that blanket. But it will be finished next week. And then as of November, I will be starting a cardigan that was bought for me for my last birthday by Miss Ingrid, that has been sitting and waiting and sitting and waiting and sitting and waiting. I'm going to be doing that. And there's going to be a new location as well, because we're going to be in here, because I'm going to need the pattern, which will be on my PC. So the new location for the Quiet Crochet will be in here, which also means that I can have a cup of tea next to me, which will be wonderful. And weirdly, that's something I'm quite looking forward to, because the amount of times where I'm sat there doing the quiet crochet and I really, really need a drink, and I don't take drinks, not even water, into the bedroom. Doesn't happen at all. Even when I'm ill, doesn't happen. Won't do it. I was brought up that way. It's a lifetime habit. It's how it is. Miss Sarah has dropped the question of the live again. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Yay, the blanket will be finished, she said. Yes, it will be done and dusted. And I promise I won't beg you guys for anything for at least a year. Who knows what happens in 2 years? But at least a year I won't be begging again. I hope not to do it again. But you know, I don't want to beg for stuff again, because it's completely out of my control. And for those that know me, I like control. I need control. And to have all that taken away from me really, really got my goat up, as it were. Lori's laughing. I don't typically have so many whips, just have a lot. You have got quite a few right now. It did make me kind of giggle a bit, because you were so glad that you were down on the count, and then all of a sudden we've gone right up. And it's, yeah, you've got to be careful, girl. Be careful. I think I've got a shawl that Zara got me as a whip, which is driving me nuts, because the pattern is, oh my gosh, I've got a fibre up my nose. It's a bad pattern. And I'm using cashmere silk with something. What was it, Zara? Cashmere silk. Is it mohair as well, or am I just being delusional with that one? But I've had to frog it 3 times now. And because of its fibrous content, frogging has not been a good idea. Kid silk, thank you. Frogging has not been a good thing. And I've had no choice but to cut it. And thank goodness the bit that I've needed to cut has been like maybe about that much. That much? That much. Each time. But of course that's taking away the yarn. And it's such a pretty pattern, and it's such gorgeous wool. And it's scaring me to do any more, because if I cut any more off, I'm not going to have enough to make the shawl. But the pattern is, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. And then that's one whip. Then I've got my blanket, my Sophie's Dream blanket. That's another whip. Then I've got my subscriber blanket, which is another whip. And then lastly, I've got my broomstick CAL, which got me extremely mad. And there's no exaggeration with that. It's gotten me extremely mad, because I think broomstick is gorgeous. I really do. Not an actual broomstick, because I don't look at a broom and go, oh, look at you. No, I don't mean like that. I mean broomstick lace. I love it. And I wanted to bead it, because I love beading. And I will bead certain tops and as many shawls as I can. And I started beading this, and I realised I'd done a very, very small mistake 2 rows prior, and went to frog it. And I was using Lion Brown Shawl in a Ball, which is my absolute flipping favourite. Well, with that, it definitely isn't my favourite right now. It's got me quite angry. because it does not frog, and I've loaded it with beads. So very expensive beads are stuck in it. It is stuck. I've got to start it all again with a brand new yarn that I feel would fit the broomstick lace. And then I've got to look at it again. And right now I really don't fancy looking at it again. But that, the broomstick and the Zara shawl, as it were, are on the back burner right now. They're on my I will do it list. But first I've got 2 cardigans to make. When either one of those 2 cardigans is finished, then the broomstick comes back out. When the next cardigan's finished, then the other shawl comes back out. Hopefully that'll be within the next 10 years. I hope. There's no guarantees. I'm a very slow crocheter, but we'll see. But it's on my list. Welcome in, Miss Perp. We do have a Beany. It's just that she's a bit hidden right now, but she's here. She's laying against my leg right now. Now I've been given some sofa. Miss Perp, aka Knitting Purple, says hello, Hadija, and beautiful Beany. Beautiful Beany. Slight head movement, not much, but a slight one. Go down. Lori says, when I was in Hawaii, many years ago, we were out swimming off of a boat and some of sea turtles were swimming very near us. Oh, did you get to stroke them or just watch their beauty? Oh, so lovely. Miss Pep says, why don't you do the shawl in some cotton, then redo in your yarn when you have got it? Because I don't want to do it twice. I just want to do it once. Just once. That's it. Like, I think there's only 2 shawls that I've done multiple times. I just want to do it once and once only and move on, because it takes me so long to do something. I don't want to do multiples of anything, really. Once is enough. More than enough, personally. Pep says, use 2 needles to help frog the broomstick. If that fails, cut the beads out. I'm going to have to cut the beads out, unfortunately. Going to have to. There's no choice in the matter. There really isn't. I'm really, really, really gutted. There's 2 reasons why I'm gutted. One, because I was collaborating with Auntie and I got in such a childish tantrum that I was like, you carry on, I'm not doing it anymore, I've had enough. And I kind of got all bolshy and stormed out. And I left her when I was supposed to be collaborating with her from start to finish. So I really, really buggered up. But it got me incredibly, incredibly angry. It really did. Probably because I love it so much and I just wanted it to. Oh, I haven't given you your. Oh, I haven't given Beany her stuff. Oh. That's really naughty of me. I need to give Beany her stuff. Maybe I should do that before I do the next cake. Bear with me. I'm gonna down this tea because it's literally at the right temperature that I can actually handle it, as in the taste. So bear with me. That wasn't nice. Okay. I've got a treat for everybody because I may as well do it in front of all of you so you can all have a treat. I say treat because it's a treat for Bean. She's going to love this. You'll see. You'll see how this works. I'll bring the camera down a little bit so you can actually see her. That's not low enough. We need to lower you a little bit more. Is that low enough? That's low enough. Okay. We're going to give Beany a little treat. It's your last one. And then it's all gone. There's not much in it. Hang on, 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 hang on. Wait. Oh my God. Woman, Miss Meaty Breath, just, woman, wait. You can huff all you like. You've just split my skin, you bugger. Okay. You had to let me get it out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't hit them so they can see you properly. Really? Hi, Blair. Welcome in. Ow, 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 ow. Don't eat it. It all gone? Still finished? No, look, you still got a bit more. Look. A bit more. Okay, I need my hands back now. It's done. It's finished. Stop eating it. Ah, that little bugger. She split my arm. I love you, you blood-loving Kit Kat. Finished. Done. Gone. Do I get a thank you? Do I get a thank you? Thank you. It's so stingy. Look, can you see? Can you see? The little red mark. That's stinging. Ow. Okay. Let's bring you back up a little bit. I'm sorry for the closeness. When we get all close and personal like this should be just for the members, you know. Shouldn't be for everybody. A little. Okay. That should be enough. That should be enough. Should be enough. Now you're too high. What's going on? You're too high. You're too high. Okay. What? Why am I being judged now? You want to treat this as well? You treat this? Don't stick your bum on the camera, please. Oh my gosh. I've got a butt cam. Can I have one more? Okay. Oh, they stink so bad. They stink so bad. Ow. We good? Are you happy now? Is you a happy bean? Is you a happy bean? Is you a happy bean? You're not a happy bean, are you? Okay. Done. You gonna come down then? You gonna come down? Nope. That's where she's going to be, because that's where she wants to be. Anyway, let's get back to the chat. I can do that because I can see the chat if I scroll up. I just can't see the camera. Okay. Use 2 needles. There's Blair. I'll scroll down. Let me see. It says, oh, so precious. It's so precious until you get the blood taken out of you. Then it ain't so precious no more. Scroll down. Doris says, one incredible animal experience for me was when we were at Yellowstone with Boo and Yogi. They were at Yellowstone, I think. And we have got to see a bison. Wow, they're massive. Just a few years. Thank you. Just a few years old from the road, just grazing and paying us no attention. And I got an amazing picture of him. But I was also thinking, well, we better just get out of here before he gets mad at us. Yards, not years. Oh, yards. Oh, I thought it was like a few years old. They're massive. I've only seen ones in captivity, like in a zoo or in a safari park. But they're huge. I can only imagine how massive the real deal wild ones are. Scary but magnificent all at the same time. There is Moonrose. Welcome in, Moon. She says, hi all. Welcome in, welcome in. And there is Miss Di. Oh my gosh. Di, I'm so sorry. Oh, Diane. Oh my gosh. Di says, hi, Hadija. Welcome in. I'm so sorry. Oh, dear me. I did say right at the beginning of this, I haven't really slept this week, so I'm so sorry. Scrolly does go down. Miss Moon is doing a with a big pink hand. There is Mayfly, Miss Lunkle Woman. Welcome in, Miss. She says, welcome in. Doris says it's kitty cam. It was kitty cam. It was kitty cam. It's now blood cam. Pep says, question of the live answer. My 50th, Snaily took me to the local wildlife park for a giraffe experience. We went into the giraffe house, and while we were getting the food ready for them, one put its head over and blew a raspberry at me. Yeah, blew a raspberry? About 4 inches above my head. It was like having a shower of giraffe spit and snot. Then we went outside and fed them. A shower of spit and snot. Yummy. See, I mean, this kind of probably sounds really, really disgusting to some people, but you saying that, for me, if a horse does the thing at me, I love it. I love getting covered in the spit and the snot because I love the smell of it. I'm just thinking of the giraffes. They're like a kind of a horse with a really long neck. So I'm wondering if it kind of smells the same, but I can't really know the answer to that unless I get spat or snotted on by a giraffe, really. But perhaps have that experience. I'm sorry, Di. Miss Doris says, another day on the trip, my hubby took the kids out and they had a traffic jam when a whole herd decided to take their nap on the road. What happens in that situation? Because I don't know if it's for bison or if it's for other animals or... but if there's something like that, you have to leave it. You don't go near, you don't urge, you just wait. Is that the thing, or is there a certain protocol? See, now I must know. Riggles says, I have used 2 of the skeins of orange and started on the 3rd. How many are you making? It's going to be a lot of pumpkins. She's making a whole field patch full of pumpkins. We have had the question of the live redropped, which is, what is the most beautiful or amazing experience you have had with nature or a wild animal? So this is going to sound really, really lame. I'll just give you one of my little experiences, which is quite a common thing for a lot of people all around the world. If you go to an aquarium, you get to feed the ray, the stingray. And for me, the amazement with that is that, okay, they've got their funky little smiley faces on the underneath, but they are so soft. I really thought that their scales would be a little bit like a cat tongue. Like one way it's all smooth and then you go the other way and it's quite rough. But when you're feeding them, you're feeling their underbelly and the underwings, and they are so silky. They are so soft and almost feel extremely delicate. They're very, very tasty, but we won't go there. That for me, it blew my mind big time. And I didn't experience that until I was maybe 14, 15. But a very, very simple experience that everyone or a lot of people will have experienced. But it, for me. Doris said you just need to wait. What am I waiting for? Who's waiting? Are we waiting to be snotted on? Can I get snotted on, please? Diamond! Welcome in, Miss Diamond. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a while since I saw you in a live. How are you doing? Welcome in. Please let me know if we've got the prayers and the thoughts at the top of the chat, because I can't remember if I pasted them or not. Please let me know if they're pinned, because I better do that. Lori says they shut the road and make you wait in Yellowstone. That's kind of what I expect, but for all roads, that's what I expect. Doris says they can knock over your vehicle easy. This is why I'm thinking, like, you have to literally just wait. You wait for them. It's like a cat. If a cat sits on you, you are stuck until that cat decides to leave. I'm guessing it would be the same with bison. You are stuck until bison decide to leave. Mayfly says, I am Christmasing. Would you like to elaborate? What are y'all doing? I'm going to be cutting right now because my frogging has unyarned the yarn. Oh, maybe I don't need to cut. Maybe just pull. I will have to cut anyway because I can't have that little bit. So that's what I'm doing. I am frogging my wickedly hooded pocket shawl so I can redo it. See, that'll be a whip pretty soon because I've got to do that. But that's pretty good, thankfully. Pretty quick. Miss Sarah has finished a baby hat, a knitted baby hat. Diamond says, yes, I keep missing you. Don't miss me. I miss you. Oh, you miss me. There's not much to miss, Diamond. There's not much to miss. Oh. I have that conversation sort of with Hunter so often where I really miss you. And I'm like, no, you don't. I do. I really miss you. Do you? Yes. No, you don't. I do. I miss you. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. I want to know more. Miss Cindy says, yes, and can you add my name to the list? Yes, I'll take it. We're talking about the prayers list. Yes, of course we can. Oh, Miss Sharon's in here and even Zara can't see them? What the heck? Zara, you can't see Sarah's. Sharon's messages? What is going on? Bear with me, Sharon. If you're still in here, I can imagine her getting very, very, very frustrated. I need to open the tube and mute it. And add... I've got to find myself first. I'm not live yet, apparently. There's Lori saying, I've just seen you're live. And I'm like, I haven't seen that I'm live yet. I haven't had my notification yet. I don't want to watch myself later, you weirdo. At least I got to give myself a thumbs up. Okay. Let's see if that works. Am I blurry for you guys? I thought I was clear, but I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see anything. Am I blurry? We're adding Cindy. Sorry. Okay. So that should now be sorted. Don't forget we need stitches. At the top of the chat now is the updated prayers and thoughts list. It doesn't matter why they need. The fact is they need. If you are an honestly religious person and you do pray here and there, please spare a prayer for one or two people that are on the list up there. If you're not a religious person, don't think you're getting off the hook, because while you sat there frogging your whip, or while you're assembling furniture around the living room for the 15th time, spare a thought for one or two people on that list, please, because they might need it for motivation, for medical news. They might need it because they're grieving, because they're in fear of something, or just because they really, really need it. So please do. And so, speaking of medical news, members, you OGs, oh, wow, chain. You OGs and above, 5th of November is our members only live, and I do have a medical update, but there will be a discretion warning that I've got to add to that live. So please don't think that you have to be there. Even though we're doing the winner, you know full well as a member, if you win, I will come to you and let you know. But if you can be there, so that I'm not just telling the stuff to myself, and maybe I can get a little bit of support, it'd be much appreciated. So that is on the 5th of November. Look out, because we're going to have a winner. And the 5th of November, there are going to be a lot of fireworks going off around here, because it is firework night in the UK. Bonfire night, firework night, Guy Fawkes night. It's a history thing. It's all about treason and gunpowder and plotting. Anywho, let me get back to the chat. Zara made a knitted snowflake ornament. Did I see it? Did I see the snowflake? I have a feeling you showed me, but that might have been someone else. Maybe. I don't know. Did you show me the snowflake? And have we got any news on Sharon, or have I not got down there yet? Slug says the most beautiful experience I had with nature was when I was scuba diving in British Columbia and was surrounded by swimming scallops, clacking like castanets, pure magic and all different colours. Could you hear them clacking underwater? Was it like you had your own little orchestra going by you? That must have been so cool. That must have been so cool. The little bobbin as they're going along. That's so cool. Scrolling down. Doris said something earlier, but I missed it. She's still lurking in the bushes. This is Cindy. She's still lurking in the bushes. She's not doing anything. She's lurking in the bushes. Diamond said, I just started a new C2C, corner to corner. Finished one last night and still have more yarn, so I'm making another. I've still got more yarn. What am I going to do with it? Let's go for a blanket. How will I ever get rid of this yarn? I feel the dilemma, Diamond. I feel the dilemma. Miss Mayfly says, I am making quilts in a Christmas theme because I realised I needed a blanket. Well, when the need arises, you must do something about it. Oh, come on, I'm right at the end. Last 5 chains? Last 1 chain? Rug-a-doodled. It's finished. Last cake. 1 more wind and we're all good. You don't see Sharon at all? Sharon, we can't see you. Why can't we see Sharon? Let me double check in my studio because I highly doubt it. But maybe? Do you know what, Sharon? I'm going to do something for you. Sharon, if you're still here, can you send me your YouTube used email, please, in messages, if you're still here? I've got an idea. It's a little bit out there, but it's an idea. So if you can send me that email, we'll see if my idea works. None of my ideas ever work, but we give it a go. Perp says, I'm crocheting a granny square baby blanket. I was trying to get it done for cracking the whips, but I don't think I'm going to manage it. Like, finish it for cracking the whips? Is that what you mean? Yes, you're blurry. You look lovely. Thank you very much. Thanks. Hopefully I'm not as blurry, I hope. I see Sharon typing, so maybe we might be able to sort something out. Oh, is it that time already? Flipping heck. It's that time already. Yes, you could hear them. Wow. That must have been so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous she went scuba diving. Your hands are burning. Get them out of the fire. Too much yarning. Moon is still there. Bear with us, Moon. I'm just waiting for Sharon to send me her email because I want to experiment with something. But while I'm waiting for Sharon, if you are a creator... Hello? No. It's the email, not your name. Email. The email you use to log in. Actually need your email address that you use for YouTube. If you are a creator on here and you would like your Linky Doodab dropping then you will need to put into the chat, and this is just purely for Sharon. It's one of my favorite emojis because I use it so often. It's the emoji. I want to see that emoji in the chat if you want your link dropping. And then we can get it sorted. But as soon as you have dropped that emoji in the chat, start typing out an advert for your channel. Tell us what your channel is all about, whether it is ASMR, whether it is mukbangs, got fibers up the nose, whether it is popping spots on people, or whether it is grooming pets. Tell us what your channel is about. Tell us if there's anything coming up, but sell your channel because you know your channel best. So sell it well. So get your emoji, start typing your advert, and when I say your name, then you can drop your advert. You can press your enter, you can press your send, and Miss Zara will drop your link. Because that way you can fill the message up as much as you like without having to worry about characters for the link. Miss Sarah can drop the link and we can all come and have a nosy at you because we like to have a nosy. No, you Nana, I need your email. Your email, not your home. Your email. Your email, my dear. It will be Google or Gmail or Google Mail. It's something googly related at googlygoogly.com or googlygoogly.co.uk, but it'll be that first bit. But I need your full email address, not your homepage, because it won't be on your homepage because you're not a creator, so it won't be there. Oh, we're almost done with the cake. To get typing out those adverts, don't press enter, don't press send, but sell your channel well, because you want people to come over, and to have them come over, you need to sound really good. The last cake. 2 cakes. 2 cakes. 2 cakes. 2 cakes. I can imagine Miss Sharon is getting really knocked off with me. It's not my fault. But I still want to test this theory out. Okay. Get the charms over here. I can put the table over here. Then I can get back in a comfy spot. And Miss Bean can come back and be all cuddly and stuff. Let's bring you really close, because then I don't have to get up. Because I don't like getting up. Okay, you've got 30 seconds left. You coming down, Beans? You coming down? You coming down? I'm getting such a look. You coming down? Coming down? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't say there was anything there. I just meant like we can have a cuddle now. Okay. Scone fingers. Okay, let's see if anyone did. They did. Moon is finishing up a hex. Did find a couple of projects half done. Get those projects done. Finished. Okay, first off, we have Miss Lori. Lori went. So let's have Lori's advert, please. You want to cuddle? You want to come up? You want to come up? You want to come up? It'll be great if you don't, because I've got the charms. But you can nest if you want to. I'm not going to stop you. You're going to nest? Okay. We're nesting. We're just waiting for Lori to drop her advert and hope that YouTube doesn't eat it. Don't eat it, YouTube. We're waiting on the Lori with a story about a little channel. I see Jamie came in. Jamie, if you are still here, bear with us. Nobody's ignoring you, but we're just doing creator link drops. So everybody goes quiet while creators drop their links. And we're just waiting for Lori. I haven't heard anything from Zara. I can't see anything from Lori. And I'm waiting for Sharon's email address. Zara, is there anything? Zara's not saying anything to me. What's happening? There we go. There's Lori. Okay. Lori, Stories and Crochet. She says, on my channel, I show things I'm creating. I sometimes do tutorials. I tell funny stories from my life, including bad dates. And as Hadija said, I have a ton of whips currently. Shenanigans will ensue, and they always do. And there we have Miss Lori's Linky-Doo-Dab. Thank you very much, Lori. Thank you, Miss Sarah. I'm glad we got there in the end. Well done. I mean, she says creating. You'll have to go over there to find out what she's creating, because she creates a fair few things with a fair few mediums. Next, we have Slug, who isn't saying dull. She's just giggling. But we'll take it. Let's take Slug's giggling. Miss Naked Snail says, my channel is all about my crafting journey, knitting, crocheting, diamond painting, embroidery, cross stitch, exotic yarn acquisitions with a mix of outdoor nature videos that could be taken so many different ways. Exotic nature videos for outdoors. I'm so sorry, Slug. I'm so sorry. Oh, the things that are in my head now. Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you, Mr. Mitra. Thank you, thank you. Oh dear, my brain sometimes when it does work, it works in completely the wrong way. And is that it? We've just got the 2 creators. Okie dokie. In that case, let's reopen the chat then. Let's let it be, let it open. And Beany is now growling at me. That's just wonderful. Sharon, I'm going to see if I've actually got your... Because I'm guessing this is it. And if it's not, then... Well, then I'm still waiting for you. But bear with me a second while I just quickly... Oh my gosh. Bear with me, peeps. I do apologise. I'm just trying to help Sharon out so that she's actually able to speak in here again, which would be lovely. But it's disappeared. what I'm looking for has gone. Completely and utterly. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Oh, Sharon. I don't know what's happened. Oh, there it is. Okay. Found it. What do you mean no matching users? Don't tell me that rubbish. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, people. I'm really trying to help Sharon out so that she's actually able to be in here again. And at the moment, it ain't working. And my idea isn't going to work either unless I do it properly, so I can't do it half-hearted. Don't tell me no such user, because I know full well. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm guessing you don't have to go to your emails, Sharon, but you might. But please try and type something in the live chat now. And let's see if that's worked, because if it doesn't, I'm all out of ideas. You might have to go to email, but I don't think you do. But you might have to. It was fine with her on Wednesday. Okay. Oh, Miss Sarah says happy to help. Oh yeah, let's bring that down. Let's bring that down. Miss Pep says it's not the kind of channel. It's not that kind of channel, but my brain just, it don't work like that. I think Jamie's long gone. See, Sharon, even Pep says come back. There we go. My idea worked. I am amazing. I am awesome. I'm brilliant. Woohoo! Okay, so it worked. My idea worked. My idea worked. Just saying. I'm brilliant on the very, very odd occasion. It's very rare. It's very rare, but occasionally it works. Okay. As we have got 1 week left of the holiday sale on my Etsy store, linked down below, I do have a couple of charms to show you that could be turned into key rings or bag charms or stitch markers or necklaces or earrings, etc, etc, etc. But what I'm going to show you, they're not on Etsy, but you can email me if you want something that I'm about to show. But the ones that are on Etsy, you've got the sale on right now. So, you know, have a nosy. But we're going to get all up close and personal now while I show you a couple of these charms. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to show you. So no great shakes. Won't be too long. It won't be this scary for long. Don't worry. Anyway. Okay, so the first one is, let's do a focus. We have glitz in a bottle. We have glitz in a bottle. And we got blue glitz. We got the blue glitz. And to go with the blue glitz, we also have golden glitz. So if you like a little bit of glitz, these are fairly light, but these are great for more blanket stitch markers because they're nice and long, so you can actually see them. But they're glitz. So we have bottles. So that's those. And then we have, which Doris knows very well because she's had these turned into necklaces. We have got Neddies. We have horses, horse head. That's the back. Again, very, very light. Not heavy at all, but there's a fair good bit of detailing on that, which is what made me grab them. And then we have, I think I've got 3 or 4 of these colours. Oh, where are we going? There, maybe. This is a teal, metallic enamel. We've got a cat, stars, circle. And on the back, it's golden. But I think I've got these in purple and pink and yellow, green. I've got several colours of those. And then, because I showed you brollies last week, there's a little brolly, which is more 2D because the ones I showed you last week are 3D. Silver on the back, and then enamel coloured, multicoloured on the front. So we have little brollies. And then, of course, we're on LadybirDloves channel. That's the blurry thing here. And so we need a ladybird. So we also have golden ladybirds. Golden on the back. It dropped me. Oh my gosh. I dropped me. And I don't know where I dropped. Oh my gosh, it ran away. Oh no, there it is. It ran away. Sorry. So we have the ladybirds as well. Again, I try with all the charms that I get, I try and get really, really light ones because we don't want heavy stuff dragging down. And let's face it, if you end up wanting like earrings, as an example, you don't want something really, really, really heavy dragging your ear rolls down. So that's this week's charms. I'm getting a little bit warm now. A little bit warm. Let's scroll up in the chat. Yes, and if you want anything in email, the members who are 12 months and older, you get your 10% discount all the time, any day, anytime. As long as you're still a member, you've got your discount. But there's the 15% discount on Etsy right now. So if you wanted a holiday marker, whether it be Christmas or Halloween, I don't think I've got Valentine's Day in there yet. I don't think. I might do. But it's all 15% off at the moment until next week. Okay. Miss Sarah says, I knew what you were doing, Hadija. If it works. If it works. The thing is, we saw Sharon on Wednesday because she came in when I was doing amigurumi and I could see everything. No issues. And then today, it was like, oh, it's you. Out. But Sharon is like, hallelujah. Welcome in, Miss Sharon. See, now I can see welcome me in properly. Miss Mayfly says, oh, hey, Ladybird. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, ignore Beany for the moment. Just give me 2 hails each and then we can move on. Sharon says, thank you, Hadija, with 4 thumbs up. I've only got 2 thumbs, but, you know, we got it sorted. Zara says the link to the Etsy is in the description. Please go to LadybirD's Etsy store and favorite some items. Thank you. Yes. The other thing is, if you aren't a stitch mark person or it's not something that you really want, if you're willing to do me a little favor and just pop onto Etsy and just go through just a random little selection and just favorite a couple of items, it will be huge, 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 huge help, because it helps the algorithm show me up in searches. So that would be wonderful if you could, please. Miss Mayfly says the only kind of bottle I'll allow myself to enjoy, the glitzy kind. The glitzy kind? Gotta love a bit of glitz. Maine says, oh, cool. Which one? Which one? Sharon says, I was beginning to lose the plot. What do you mean beginning? Beginning? Really? Really? Miss Si says, very pretty ladybird. Perp says, lovely. I lost my code. You lost your code? Send me a message. I will resend it to you. Miss J Paradise says, gotta go do errands. I hope you got some purpling done. I know you've gone, but I hope you got some purpling done. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, she says. And she ran away. Mayfly does her hail. Hail. She's done her too. She's good. Thank you very much. Moon says the horse, the Neddy. Yeah, I did. Originally, I got an actual horse with a rider, and it was like it was jumping. But they ended up being really heavy. Only little diddy things, but they were heavy. Couldn't use them because, like I said, I prefer the lighter charms, because when I've especially added a couple of glass beads on there, of course they get that little bit heavier. And these horses, they were quite nice. I mean, they weren't brilliant, they were quite nice, but they were just really, really heavy, so I had to leave them. And I saw those heads. That sounds really bad. I saw this horse head and I was like, I'll have that. I'm going to mount it on my wall. Saw the horse heads and they were really, really light. And I was like, that'll do. It's got some lovely detailing on it. You know it's a horse. That's what we're going to go with. So yes, I got the horsey, which I like horses, and I'm sure there are other people out there that like them as well. Beany isn't overly keen on them, but that's a whole other matter. So I'm trying to recall what I need to recall. Members only live on the 5th of November, Wednesday, the 5th of November. There will be a big update and the members giveaway. Woolly Wednesday giveaway is ongoing right now. You've got 4 days left. 5 days left, sorry. Wait a minute. 4.5 days left to enter the Woolly Wednesday giveaway. Next Friday's live, we're going to spin that wheel, not the stitch wheel, but we're going to spin the super wheel and find our winner next week. People who want to join in the CAL, you need to email me if you would like to join in, because we are doing it in private live only to begin with. So you have to email me. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see any of the CAL because it's all going to be via a private link. Secret Santas. We are coming up to November now, so I'm hoping that you've near enough got your Secret Santa gift done. For those people who are doing the extra gift to somebody who knows nothing about it. There's no, because this was asked a couple of weeks ago and I completely forgot to answer it because I wasn't here last week in the live, and I apologize. There's no price limit on, like there's no minimum to send to the person that you're doing the special thing for. That is completely down to you. With regard to the standard Secret Santa gifties, you've got your minimum spend, and yes, it can be a handmade item or two, as long as you know that person is going to appreciate it, like it, be able to use it, etc. But please take in mind the value of the item, and that does not include the postage. It does not include the postage. Very weirdly, I've already got my Secret Santa gift because the person is nuts and she knows it. I will be opening mine Christmas Eve. I'm going to be scheduling up the Christmas lives beginning of November, so not next week, but probably the week after. I'm going to start scheduling. They may change slightly, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But if you are a Secret Santa and you would be willing to come up during one of the days in December, because there should be 4 or 5 lives in December, if you're willing to come up and open your Secret Santa gift on panel, you don't have to show your face, but we'd love to see the gift. If you are willing, please, 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 please do. Because it's always nice to see what people get, what they got. It gives us all a little bit of inspiration, jealousy, happiness, anger, depending. It's nice to have an emotion. Scroll down, Doris. Hail, hey, hail, hail, rock and roll. Rock, rock, rock and roll. Thank you very much, Miss Doris. She's done her 2 hails. Miss Mayfly says, beef soup and buttered brown bread for lunch. What are y'all doing for a meal, wherever you are? I am doing nothing because I ate 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago now. And I had my usual. I had a sarnie. I had half and half bread. Those that don't know, that's it's white bread but made with the goodness of wholemeal in it, with tomato, homegrown tomato, cheese, not out of my feet, and mushroom. That was on my sarnie. Always have a sarnie for tea, or almost always have a sarnie for tea. So that's what I had. Moon has got to go. She's gone. She's gone. It's like a flyby hugging. She's long gone, so I don't even get to say goodbye because she's gone. Miss Cindy is giving a rose and the purple heart. And Mayfly is giving a hug. Miss O says it's 11:58 p.m. So after the live, I sleep. She better sleep. She better sleep. She better sleep. Lori says, I'm working on one more item. Then I'll send my Secret Santa with the blue heart on the package. Yes, on the outside, please. Just so that person knows it's their Secret Santa. The thing is, I'm going to say this again a few times here and there. Don't decorate it in Christmassy bits. Don't say anything about Christmas on the package. It's hard enough that it is going to be a package. People are going to go, oh, what's in there? But if you put like celebratory stuff on it, people are more likely to go, oops, it got lost in the post. If you put a blue heart on it, we know it's Secret Santa. We know, you know, it's our special gift. So yes, a blue heart would be wonderful, please. Perhaps says, remember the 5th of November with gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. She copy and pasted that very well. Thank you very much, Pub. Cindy says, thanks for name adding. You are very welcome. This is to the present thoughts at the top. You know, remember those? Remember those? Mm-hmm. Lori says, I started and completed a project during this live. Flipping heck. What was it? Make a cup of tea. Was that it? Where's my cup of tea? I want a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea. I'm not going to ask because it might be a Secret Santa thing. And I don't know who you got. I have no idea. Lori says, because I realised I forgot to make my aunt's scarf and her birthday is in 4 days. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's so delayed with everything. Everything. Miss Mayfly is telling Lori to shut up. I told you. We haven't had any stitches yet for the wheel. Has nobody got any stitches? We need stitches, people. Stitches. Perp says, if people have lives and can't open on live, can they put a picture on the community? Yes, that's something that I will be also stating. If we can get people to post a picture, at the very least, that would be wonderful. If you get a Secret Santa gift, open it up, take a picture before you eat all the chocolates or make stuff with the yarn or have the kids take all the colouring pens or whatever it is. Take a picture so we can all ogle. That'll be lovely. In fact, when I've scheduled the lives, all the Secret Santas are going to be getting an email with that in there. There's a lot of Secret Santas that haven't even gotten back to me regarding the blue heart. Some have. But when I say some, I mean like less than a quarter. Sharon says, and sit. What a night last night and today. You can finally sit down. You mean you've made your scones? You're hurting like heck. And now you can relax as your body just goes. That's the only thing that I absolutely hate is that when you're starting to hurt, you've got to keep doing bits and pieces because, you know, as soon as you stop, that's it. There ain't no more. So you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. And then when you finally relax, it feels like your body just goes and you shrivel up into this little husk. I hate it so much. I really, really hate it. But she says, I hope everyone is well with the ring and a oh, can we have some messages that I can send to Ingrid, please? She's been really, I think we know, those that know Ingrid know that she's really ill. Anyway, she's terminally ill anyway, but she has had an extremely bad 2 weeks. Extremely bad. So if we can send a message to Miss Ingrid, please do, and I will copy it and send it over to her because I think it would really, really make her smile. It'd be a nice little thing. Lori says, it's so nice to see you, Sharon. I know we can see her just because she's blue, because blue is awesome, you know. When you're blue, it's awesome. You can be seen, apparently. Mayfly's questioning Perp's life. No, Perp is saying if you. She didn't say I have, like about herself. She was saying if you have a life. If. Perp says I had to copy and paste because I got stuck halfway. You got stuck. Laurie says, is the crunch stitch on the wheel? It's not, but how many multiples is the crunch stitch? I haven't done crunch for quite a while. Quite like crunch. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it's either a 1 or a 2. I'm hoping it's a 1, but I can't remember. There it is. We could get away with that. We could get away with that because that kind of will classify as a multiple of 1. So I'm going to put it on the wheel. Now let's bring that back up. Let's change the wheel to the stitches. And let's add the crunch stitch. Now that's Lori Stories and Crochet. Now she doesn't need to suggest any more for today, but we do need another 3 if possible. Let's save that. So thank you very much, Miss Laurie. We now know who to blame if it comes up on the wheel in January and people are like, I don't like it. We can all blame you. I quite like crunch stitch, but that's obviously a personal thing. But thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we need 3 more people, 3 more stitches. Miss Sharon has got new nails. I need to get to the bottom of the chat because I've got a Riggles picture to show. She's got new nails. What colour have we got with the nails? Let me open Ingrid because we got one from Doris. Oh, hang on. There we go. Right. So I can get 3 people at a time. Bear with me. I really, really appreciate this, people. So thank you. And then we've got one from Perp, which Nightbot decided to get sandwiched between Perp and Sharon, so I couldn't grab both at the same time. Laurie says technically it's 2. It is because you've got the slip stitch, but when I say we could get away with that because it could class as a multiple of 1, when we get to the end, we can just put the half double. We don't need to do the slip stitch, and it won't deter away from the pattern. Whereas there are some stitches where, as an example, you would have 2 maybe, but if you take part of it away, it buggers everything up. So with this, it won't take away from the actual pattern. Let me send that. So that's sent. Can I show these, Sharon? Oh no, I can't show them because Perp will murder me. I can't show them. Perp will kill me. Perp will kill me. Perp's got strength. Unlike you and me, Perp's got strength. She will kill me just by looking at me. I like them though. I like them. Perhaps says, I don't have a life, but I have an annoying hubby and I don't know yet if he's working over Christmas. Slug says, do you have the crab stitch up there? No, because Crab would be more for a border. So crab isn't on there. Would crab work as a actual? No, because you need something to go backwards into. Oops, sorry. I hit a toe bean. Dice says millstone stitch. I don't know if that will work for the CAL. I rescued a blanket that had that stitch and just found out the name. Millstone stitch. I haven't heard of millstone stitch. Let's have a look. Millstone. It came up. I only put mill and it came up straight away. Oh, that won't work. But it is so pretty. It's a multiple of 10 plus 2. No, it's not going to work. But it's pretty. But it ain't going to work. It's way too big. Sharon is yesing. And now Pep wants to look. So let me get down and I can show Riggles' picture, and then I will maybe possibly dare to show Sharon's nailies. Dice says the wattle stitch. I haven't heard of the wattle stitch for a long time, and that's so pretty as well. Let me have a look. I know it's single crochets, but what else is there? Yep, that's a yay. So Miss Di has now added to our stitch wheel. We are doing the wattle. Well, we might not be doing it, but we're adding it to the wheel. The wattle stitch. It's quite a pretty one as well. DMC, not the embroidery thread. Sort it, save it. So thank you very much. That means we now have Lonkel Woman has done one and Miss Di has done one. So we kind of need 2 more before the end of the live, which is coming up very quickly. Thank you very much, Miss Di. Where am I? I've lost some. Oh, there I am. Wattle stitch. I will ask why Sharon, with all the beautiful colours available, why? You'll see why. You'll see why. Di says, I'm making a pot holder for some friends in that stitch. Nice. Sharon says, because I'm wicked. That goes with the nails. Thank you very much, Miss Di. Okay, I am going to show Mrs. Riggles' works. I mean, she didn't warn me. She didn't warn me. Up we go. So this is Miss Riggles' work. She's making a baby blanket. Looks like really nice yarn, actually. This looks all silky and sheeny. And the pumpkins. I don't know how many she's made now. She's probably made about another 60 by now, but she's done about 50 and given them out so far and still making. The pumpkins are growing. And there's the baby blanket. Flipping heck. It's like a zebra crossing. It's a really nice stitch. All those little shells. So there is Miss Riggles's. Now you want to see Miss Sharon's nailies, if you bear with me. Just getting them. I just hope my PC doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Okay. It is pretty. Come back up. I need to do that one. Okay. Let's see Miss Sharon's nails. Don't kill me, perp. We've got Sharon nailies. Look. The glitzy. Glitzy. Metallic-y wicked. Wickedly metallic. She's been a witchy. What she wants to do with these nails, really, is that she wants the ability to pick her nose without you knowing. That's what it is. And now she can. Thank you very much, Miss Riggles, for sharing your works. Thank you, thank you. And Miss Sharon, I'm not going to thank you if perp kills me. Just saying. We have Di saying happy to help. Sharon saying that's pretty. Zara saying pretty blanket. Perp, very pretty. It is very pretty. It's very shiny, sheeny looking yarn. Miss Doris says, has someone suggested the corner to corner stitch? It wouldn't work for a triangle because even though it does, corner to corner is a triangle, you're going to end up with a jagged end, which is going to be blooming awkward. So no, it hasn't been suggested. Doris says, so pretty. And then Miss Mayfly says, pretty hands. And Miss Perp is hiding, quite rightly. Sharon said my name and then something. I'm just not sure what it was because the emoji on this side is a square. So for me, Sharon's calling me a square right now, but I know that definitely won't be it. Riggles says it is called Cloud Soft Shells. Is that the name of the pattern? Oh, it must be the name of the pattern. What's the yarn, though, that you used? Because it's got a really, really nice sheen on it. No. Go away. Okay. Thank you. Lovely. Lori, got your email? I don't know because I haven't got the picture that I sent you. So you're going to have to have a look at the picture that I sent you because I have no idea. I can't remember. I know it was around that, but I honestly can't remember. I know it was 19 something plus 50.50, but I can't remember. Anyway, okay, right. It is time for us to bugger off. It is called Cloud Soft Shells. That must be the pattern for the blanket. I still want to know what the yarn is. We're going to bugger off. Bean and I are going to go to bed, and hopefully I will get some sleep tonight, which would be wonderful. Although saying that, I've got to do the thingy, the vlog for the besties. I've got to do that before I fall asleep. But Beanie and I have got to get warm because it is cold over here today. I've had a good couple of days of a lot of wind outside, not inside, although there has been some inside. But today it is cold. So Beanie and I are going to be all huddled up. I am certain of it. Just hoping to get the sleep. Everybody, I hope your weekend goes well, whether you are working, whether you are resting. If you are ill, rest. Look after yourself. If you've got people around you, tell them to look after you because you need to be looked after when you're ill. You need to rest so that you can heal. Don't forget Woolly Wednesday. Don't forget end of the sale. Members, 5th of November. Of course, you'll get next week's reminder. Super Wheel will get spun at the end of next week's live. I'm so pleased that I finally frogged the shawl, so now I can make it properly. We still haven't had a winner for our hidden giveaway in here. I'm starting to get surprised now. Even though it's a difficult word-ish, I thought somebody would have maybe mentioned it somehow, some way, but we're still waiting. Look out for Christmas scheduled lives. There is not going to be any major shenanigans. It's just going to be bog standard live, I think, because my cube is still empty after the anniversary. So I don't have any oodles and oodles of prizes like I usually do, which feels a bit weird. But anyway, we'll sort that out near the time. But those who aren't on, like Slug, go over to the community tab. You have to use your phone. Go over to the community tab on this channel and please introduce yourself. Take a picture of you. Introduce yourself. And if you've got a channel, mention that you've got a channel. You can't link to the channel. I don't even think I can do that in a comment. Yes, I can. I can link it if needs be. But introduce yourself so that we can see who we're talking to and saying hello to, and you know. But have a good one. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And Beany and I are going to go and try and get warm now. So take care.